He's well positioned to see it.
The linesman is correct. Sideline ball for Cork.
Now they're coming over saying, put this dead. Because remember a certain All-Ireland semi-final one day, All-Ireland final, and it came from the corner flag up the pitch and Clare at the equaliser, and there she goes.
Donald run the hero. In towards the corner they go. Patrick O'Connor fires Donald to him. The clock ticks towards the 74th minute. Possession now crucial. Mark Coleman laying it back. There's Christopher Joyce. And the Piercing band from the north side of Cork City drives it long. The Cork fans are waiting patiently for that final whistle. Seamus Harnedy is the captain. The referee blows the full-time whistle, and Cork are Munster champions back to back for the first time since the start of this century, with an awesome second half performance that Clare really had no answer to. Clare gave it everything in the first half. They had a 4-point advantage, but John Myler and Cork came out in the second half and they were simply awesome.
They were considering the wave of pressure they were under in the first half. When Clare inside line looked like they were going to run absolute wreck, they showed great composure. Colin Spillane dealt with John Conlon, and then around the middle of the field they got a grip. But Hardy and Horgan, Marty, whenever they're on your team, like you bust yourself to get the ball in, because you know when they get it in their hand, something special is going to happen, and they were the difference today.
Cork celebrating rightly so. They are Munster champions from the 54th occasion in their history. This is the full-time score.
Like you bust, something special is going to happen, and they were the difference today.
Cork celebrating rightly so. They are Munster champions from the 54th occasion in their history. This is the full-time score. Clare 3 goals, 19 points. Cork 2 goals and 24. A game of 2 halves I mentioned earlier, but it's probably accurate and true because Clare looked to be really impressive champions.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest disappointing thing, I think, for Clare coming in. You'd have said they had a grudge, they had more hunger, they'd want to win it more than the Cork did, but they just drifted through that middle part of the second half of the game when Cork put it up to them. And the goal in the finish, maybe, you know, it took a bit of the gloss off it for them, but at the same time, you know, Cork are deserving Munster champions. They march on now to the All-Ireland semi-final, and who's to say where it can go from there for this Cork team, the way they're playing.
And when you think of Colin Spillane and Sean O'Donoghue, the way they came to grips with John Conlon, because John Conlon was really unstoppable with 5 first-half points.
He was, he's done really well, but I think Cork, to be fair to them, they cut out the supply as well, so the work rate from Darragh Fitzgibbon, Bill Cooper, Daniel Carney around that middle third of the pitch really helped, you know. And I suppose if you're an inside defender, Marty, as I know only too well, if the ball is coming in anyway right, the forwards at this level will go to town, and the second half they just cut off that supply, and you saw the difference. Spillane was getting out in front, O'Donoghue the same way, was trying to keep the shackles on Podge, but overall Cork were just stronger when push came to shove, Marty.
Yeah, and I think you're dead on there. I mean, Shane Kingston was causing trouble momentarily at different times during the first half, and certainly might be disappointed taking off. But Luke Meade's goal, the response, Brendan, that Cork gave to Clare's second goal, when Peter Duggan struck the back of the net, Luke Meade's goal brought Cork back to life again, didn't it?
Yeah, well, there was an inference coming into the game, Marty, was that if you played the game at your tempo, not Cork, and stopped them tip-tapping the ball around the place, you'd beat them. Now, Clare were doing that in the first half, but the second half, Cork stood up and said, right, we're a changed team. Even the last line ball we spoke about, Patrick Horgan, this is game management, game control. They know what they're doing. They have a great composure. Put the ball into the corner and make Clare score from the corner flag. So, you know, their game management, I say, is an awful lot stronger now. And for me, they're much better set now going into the All-Ireland series than they have been in previous years.
And it's the hardest won Munster Championship when you consider that Cork have beaten everybody. It is a great Munster Championship from a Cork perspective. I mean, they've beaten Clare twice, Limerick, Tipperary and Waterford. They are the worthy Munster champions with one of the most impressive Cork second half performances ever. Let's go from here in the commentary box back to Joanne.
And such brilliant scenes there are as well down on the pitch here in Semple Stadium. Thank you to Marty and to Brendan as well. Derek McGrath, a mirror image is what you referred to that second half of the first half.
Yeah, look, I think we were harsh enough on the Cork naivety in the first half in terms of how they set up. And we wondered what they were talking about at half-time, why they were so late on the pitch. But we'd have to give great kudos to John Myler, Fraggy and Bon O'Mahony and the lads, the management team and players. Completely realigned their team. Christopher Joyce went to centre-back, Coleman to wing-back, Darragh Fitzgibbon to centre-forward. You know, and the crucial thing, their attitude. The one last, the human freedoms, as Victor Frankl says, you know, their attitude, their whole the way they went about their business in terms of the intensity levels they brought. You know, you can talk all about realigning the team, but ultimately they were up for the fight in the second half. So kudos to the management and players, thoroughly deserved. You know?
But Liam Sheedy, it must be a mixture of the two. Getting your setup right to match what happened in the opening half when Cork were struggling, and then to do exactly to Clare what Clare had done to them in the first half.
Yeah, I think they deserve great credit, you know, but I think the players on the pitch really grabbed a hold of it. You know, we would have been critical enough of their, I suppose, they were limp enough in that first half in terms of the way they attacked the game, and they really had a good chat, a long chat at half time. But you know, when Clare look back in this game, 1-7 to a point, if you take the 2 minutes before half time, the 13 minutes after half time, and that's the period ultimately where they lost the match. But when they needed leaders, Patrick Horgan, Darragh Fitzgibbon and Seamus Harnedy stood up and they stood tall, and that's why they won the match.
Isn't that a really good point? And given that Clare couldn't manage to get somebody to do the same for them when they looked like they might have a chance of coming back, and the game was in the melting point again, but every time Cork needed somebody, one of those lads came to the fore.
Yeah, different leaders, you know, emerging. We've always talked about Lehane, even when we're planning ourselves in Waterford, we always plan for Lehane and Harnedy, etc. But Darragh Fitzgibbon's emergence, and I think his relocation as well to centre forward in the second half, crucial. You know, I think Daniel Carney sat in with Bill Cooper then, and the goal came off the kind of interplay between Daniel Carney and Bill Cooper then. So, look, leaders all over the field, and even, you know, naively, I suppose, on my own behalf, you're looking in the first half, you're saying, Jesus, will Damien Callahan last? You know, I was putting myself in the manager's shoes, Moyler's shoes, I was saying, would we whip him after 20 minutes?
But he was being roasted.
But he settled brilliantly. You know, in fairness to him, Shane O'Donnell, his direct opponent, was taken off. You know, he settled. David Reid, his next opponent, was taken off. And sometimes I said it's you know,
I would say on that point, though, Joanne, the quality of ball at the inside forward, like John Cannon was there. Eventually, they'd ask him to go onto the 45 to try and win ball. I think they really, they changed, Conor McGrath, Peter, they got some ball outside that to me should have been back in. When they were on top, they should have sent more ball into John Connon, and I think they'll have a huge regret in terms of how the game managed that second half.
But is one of the reasons for that not the fact that in the first half, all the breaks around the middle, all the rucks, almost all of them were being won by Clare?
Yeah.
It was the opposite in the second half.
Yeah, look, we highlighted before, and the importance of Luke Mead and Daniel Carney to that kind of feverish pitch that's out in the middle of the pitch. But for me, the key ingredient in the second half was Joyce's positioning. Christopher Joyce. He has a big presence about him, a big physical presence. You know, Mark Bowman, as I said, is more of a hurler. He's solidified in the back line with just staying central, as he has been in most of the games up to this. So for me, he was crucial in just knitting the whole back line together, and everyone else seemed to react to his positional sense. So, you know, kudos to everybody involved. As Liam said, you know, for Clare, it's not the end of the road either. You have to understand, I think, just from our own dressing room the last 4 weeks, the last 6 weeks.
And here is Seamus Harnedy.
Yeah.
What a key role he played as well. And there he goes. He raises the cup aloft. Cork are back-to-back Munster Champions, receiving the cup from the Munster Council Chairman Jerry O'Sullivan there. What a role does Seamus Harnedy play today?
Yeah, look, I mean, as I said in that second half, he scored 1-3 from there, and then even. To me, the biggest play he had in that game was the catch he got from Anthony Nash's poke out just at the end of the second half. He caught the ball, he had the vision, he wasn't thinking Seamus Harnedy, he was thinking Cork, passed the ball to Luke Mead, and a goal. And that goal was the one that found it, because there were 8 points down coming up to half time, and it looked like the wheels had come off. So I think when they really needed leadership, Seamus Harnedy was outstanding, both at the end of that first half, and especially in that second half at 1-3 of a personal tally.
Yeah, well, Liam Sheedy, Derek McGrath, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. So we do have a second provincial hurling final coming up for you here on the Sunday game. It is the Leinster hurling final between Kilkenny and the All-Ireland champions Galway. Michael will be along with a build-up to that very, very shortly. But here at Semple Stadium, Cork are back-to-back champions for the first time since 2006. From all of us here, bye-bye.
Centra. We are hurling.